So let's say you're running a modern psychology clinic. Your number one goal, of course, is giving the best possible care to your clients. But let's be real. How much of your day is actually spent on that care versus just being totally buried in administrative work? Today, we're going to deconstruct a system designed to completely flip that script, to pull you out of the chaos of admin and into the clarity of focusing on what really matters, your clients and your clinic's growth.
Does this question maybe hit a little too close to home? Yeah, I thought it might. For so many clinics, the day-to-day operations can honestly feel like you're just trying to keep your head above water in a sea of paperwork, phone calls, and really complicated calculations. It's a huge source of stress and, frankly, inefficiency.
And this is what that daily grind actually looks like, right? The phone ringing off the hook for appointments, literally digging through stacks and stacks of paper files, and oh, the fun of breaking out the calculator at the end of the month to figure out everyone's pay. It's a system just begging for mistakes, and it doesn't just waste time. It gives you zero real insight into how your clinic is actually doing.
So, let's call this what it is, the chaos of clinic management. For way too many practices, it's this invisible wall that stops you from doing the work you're truly passionate about.
And here's the real kicker. Every single hour you spend chasing down a payment or trying to manually schedule an appointment, that's an hour you're not spending on client outcomes, supporting your amazing therapists, or thinking about how to grow. This admin burden isn't just annoying, it's actively getting in the way of your mission.
But what if you could have a central nervous system for your clinic? You know, a digital hub that's designed specifically to bring some order to all that chaos. Well, that's exactly where a system like Therapia comes into play. Let's see how it actually works.
So, in the simplest terms, Therapia is an all-in-one platform. And the two most important words there are comprehensive and integrated. This isn't just a separate booking tool plus a separate billing tool. No, it's a whole ecosystem where every single part of your clinic's operation is talking to every other part automatically and seamlessly.
Okay, so where do we even begin a transformation like this? It all starts right here, in what you can think of as the admin's command center. This is where you lay the digital foundation for the entire clinic.
Step one is pretty simple. You've got to get your people into the system. And look at this. It's just a clean, simple form. You pop in their name, their contact info, and you give them a role. Looks easy enough, right? But trust me, there is a lot more going on behind the curtain.
And here's our peek under the hood. That simple form we just saw, it feeds directly into this incredibly organized and secure database. See how every piece of information has its own dedicated spot? That structure is the backbone of the whole system. It's what makes it so reliable and secure.
Now this is absolutely brilliant. You're not just creating users, you're deciding exactly what they can and can't do. So an admin, for example, can be given the keys to the kingdom. They see financial reports, all client records, the whole shebang. But a therapist, they might only have permission to see the case notes for their own clients. This kind of granular control is crucial for confidentiality.
All right, once your people are in, you define your services. Think of this as the financial engine room. You're setting the price, the duration, and even the exact commission splits. Setting this up one time means that every single financial calculation from this point forward is going to be perfect. No more guesswork, no more errors.
Okay, the foundation is set. Now, let's follow the most important interaction in any clinic, a client booking a session with a therapist. This is where you really see the automation come to life. The whole messy back and forth gets boiled down into 4 simple automated steps. The admin sets a schedule, the system magically creates all the open slots, the client logs in and books one, and it's instantly confirmed for everyone. No more phone tag, no more "Are you free Tuesday" emails. Now this is the total game changer. Instead of an admin having to manually create every single appointment slot, they use this tool. They can generate all the available times for a therapist for the next month or even the next year with a single clip. Think of the hours that saves. And from your client's perspective, it's just easy. They log in, they pick their therapist, and they see a super clear calendar of every available time. They can book their appointment at midnight on a Sunday if they want to. It puts them in control and takes a huge load off your front desk. And bam! The second the client clicks book, the session just appears here on the master calendar. The status is scheduled, the therapist is assigned, and everyone who needs to know knows. The system is always perfectly up to date, in real time, no lag.
So, the session's booked? That was easy. But now for the part that usually causes the most headaches, right? Let's follow the money and see how Therapia brings some serious clarity to your finances.
Hey, remember that service setup we did way back at the beginning? Well, this is the payoff. To create an invoice, you just pick the session, that's it. The system already knows the price, the tax, everything. One click, and you have a perfect invoice. No more manual math, and no more awkward chats with clients about billing mistakes.
Now this is where all that individual financial data really starts to sing. This report doesn't just show you how much money came in, it automatically does the math to calculate the exact share for the clinic and the exact share for the therapist. This is how you build trust and just get rid of those stressful end-of-month pay disputes for good.
So, we've streamlined our operations, we've automated the finances. The final piece of the puzzle, and maybe the most exciting, is using all of this beautifully organized data to make smarter decisions and actually grow the clinic.
I love this side-by-side view because it shows how the system gives the right information to the right person. A therapist sees their world, their clients, their upcoming sessions, but the admin gets that 30,000-foot view, overall revenue, popular services, clinic-wide metrics. Everybody gets exactly the data they need and none of the data they don't.
Welcome to Mission Control for the Clinic Manager. This isn't just one report, it's a whole dashboard of analytics. You want to know who your top-performing therapist is? Which service is bringing in the most revenue? How many new clients you got last quarter? The answers are all right here, just a click away. And it all leads to this, the ultimate report, the bottom line. It pulls your total revenue from all your sessions. It subtracts the total expenses that you're also tracking in the system, and it gives you this beautiful, clear picture of your net profit over time. This is how you go from just running a clinic to strategically building a really healthy business.
And that really brings us to the final thought here. A system like this, it's not really about software or code. It's about shifting your focus. It's a tool designed to wrestle with the chaos so that you and your team can pour all of your time, your energy, and your passion into what actually matters. So you have to ask yourself, what could you achieve with that kind of freedom?